Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. You can see behind me, Alita, Battle Angel. Apparently, this was like in James Cameron's mind for 10 years. He's been wanting to do this. Just had to wait for the technology. We now has the technology, so he made it. It was initially based off of manga, but I hate when they try to take mangas and animes and Americanize them because a lot of times it doesn't work. I do have to... The fuck was that? Anyways, I do have to say, visuals, 11 out of 10. Audio, 11 out of 10. Although with some of the visuals, there's a lot of CGI. There's like 90% CGI. So there was a couple places here. Like one scene, like someone's wiping a tear from her cheek, and I swear the thumb was CGI. It didn't look right. Anyways. But still, even with some of the CGI looking a little off, or uncanny valley, I guess you'd call it, the visual's still great. Action scenes. A lot of fights, battles, guns, swords, technology. There's a lot of stuff going on in these movies. But if you've seen The Little Mermaid, you know her motivation. It begins with a D and rhymes with sick. Obviously, from the title, you see, tropes everywhere. Although, there's a reason why movies and TV shows use tropes. Because they work. Like, oh, that's Chekhov's gun. Sure enough, it turned out to be Chekhov's gun. Her motivation just disappointed me. When you have movies like Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, you have Atomic Blonde, you have Red Sparrow, you have movies out there with strong female characters who are not motivated by the D word. Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. Guess what? Not motivated by dick. But she was still a strong, kick-ass female character. Alita. Strong, kick-ass female character. Until it's like, oh yeah, her only reason for fighting that guy? The guy threatened her dick. Reason for fighting that guy? He was going to threaten to kill her dick. That guy? Threatened to kill her dick. Like, this could have been so much better. But there's the motivation that they chose for her of, do we go trying to figure out her past? Which it did a little bit. Like, oh, we're going to push it towards her finding out about her past. And then move it back to Dick. How about her father figure? The guy who found her in the scrapyard and saved her and all that and put her together. How about we motivate her that way? Which, at times, it seemed like they were going to do. And then, Dick. This woman. Helped to put her together. Could she be alive? Nope, Dick. What about this woman? Yeah, she's maybe not the best person in the world, but... Nope, Dick. And just, why did she get into Motorball? Dick. Why does she want to fight the bad guy? Dick. Why does she want to fight this asshole? Dick. Like, everything was just all about the dick. Like, why? How are you going to take a character like this and be like, what motivation should we give her? She's a teenage girl. Let's give her the motivation of getting dick down. And mind you, she's a cyborg. She doesn't have the parts for that. Can a cyborg love a human? Why, does a human love a cyborg? And it could have been her like, but I love you because you found me, you cared for me, you put me back together, you turned me to who I am today, I love you. And be like, I love you too. You're just like the daughter I used to have. Kiss her on the forehead. Now, it's, is there a dick around? I need some dick. Alright, it was a specific one, but still. Again, the visuals, oh man. The city in the sky, just looming over him, reminded me of Midgard, although there's no giant shaft in the middle. Anyways, for details, not spoilers, but movie takes place in 2563, I think it is. 2536, one of those. 300 years after the fall. Apparently, we went to war with Mars and won, kind of. Although they never explained why we went to war with Mars, why Mars was attacked. Because technically, Mars attacked us. Like, this takes place on Earth. We didn't go to Mars. They came to us and attacked us. But there's no explanation why in this movie. Oh, and people criticizing. Because, no joke, people were crying, how come Alita isn't Asian? This is not a spoiler for, well... Okay, that will technically be a spoiler, so I'm going to save that for... I'll do the main review, pause, and then do spoilers. So we'll get to why Alita isn't Asian at the end, during spoiler section. Anyways, but we fought. We won, I guess. At least humanity wasn't wiped out. But there used to be all these sky cities covering the Earth. Now there's only one left. And that brought everybody in. Everybody came in just to be near the only sky city left. And it's a case, top 1% versus 99%, where 99% are stuck on the ground, living in hovels, dealing like, oh yeah, I just worked at the farm for 16 hours. I got an orange. They paid me with a single orange. Yay! Well, people who live above, then everyone wants to get up to above. And one of the characters like, yeah, they told me if I make them $1 million, they'll let me go up there. And the one woman's motivation, because apparently she was from there. She has a little gem in her forehead to show that she used to be from there. But she was kicked out. And she's like, oh, if I do everything right for them, they'll let me back in. Alita, well, her motivation to get up there is dick. Could have been so much just, I get it, no, based off the manga, they went with the story. But maybe you could have changed that part. Made her more, Ripley, badass, instead of Ariel from Little Mermaid. That was my thought. I was like, they just turned this from an awesome movie into Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid's a good movie, but for modern times of, oh, the only reason I exist is to get dicked down. If I'm not getting dicked down right now, I have no reason to exist. Yeah, it's like, leave that back in the 1900s, people. We don't need that in the 21st century. That's a 20th century plot point. 21st century, we don't need that. That's why I wouldn't shit on Twilight, because it was just, I am not getting dicked down. I need to try harder so I can get dicked down. There's so much promise in this movie. And again, the whole, like, oh yeah, he had it planned for 10 years. He just had to wait for the technology to catch up so he could actually make it. I didn't see anything, except for maybe her face. But we done CGI with faces before. You put on a little green suit and a green hood and all that, and then you just green screen over it. So I'm not exactly sure what people were talking about when they said, oh yeah, they had to wait for the technology to catch up, because it was just green screen, CGI. Maybe there was parts in there that, like, yeah, we could do it, but it looked like garbage. So we had to wait for it to catch up so it wouldn't look like garbage. Huh. Anyways, you remove the Ariel throwing herself on the rocks crying, please let me just get dicked down part of this movie. 8 out of 10. But because of that, and just how annoyed I am with the whole, her motivation being one thing, I'm gonna have to give it a, I don't want to get it a too low of a score, but it's gonna be a 6 out of 10. See it if you can see it for cheap. Don't pay full price. Don't see it in XD, 3D, or IMAX. Some of the visuals are probably worth it, but it just that whole motivation of, I want to get dicked down. No. I'm going to go get dicked down. Just, there's so many other characters for her to be motivated by. There's herself she could have been motivated by. Instead, she was motivated by one thing. Penis. Anyways, we're going to pause. Give you guys a few seconds to turn off before we get to the spoiler section. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, spoiler section. The reason that she's not Asian is because she's a Martian. She is a Martian. Android, cyborg, whatever. That's why she's not Asian. I just annoyed me to no end that people were so just crying about the fact that she's not Asian and throwing a fit about it. It's like, that's not Scarlett Johansson playing the first black James Bond, people. I was waiting to use that joke. I had to wait to use that joke, but I had to use that joke. That was a great joke. I don't care what anyone says. Fuck you. That was amazing. But yeah, this is not Scarlett Johansson playing the first black James Bond. This is a character who's not Asian, being played by someone who's, guess what? Not Asian. Just saying. She's not Asian. She's a Martian. So all you people crying about her not being Asian, you're an idiot. Of course, a lot of them probably never seen or heard of Alita, and they're like, oh, that looks like anime. Why is she Asian? Well, gee, if you actually knew anything about the character, you would know why she's not Asian. Yes, I know it's based off of manga. But guess what? There's black people in manga. There's white people in manga. There's elves in manga. There's aliens in manga. There's more than just Asian people in manga. So guess what? Someone based off a character from manga doesn't have to be Asian. Just saying. All these people flipping their shit about that. Almost annoyed me more than the whole motivation of her getting digged down. Like, seriously. There's a reason why she's not Asian. Or like Ghost in the Shell. Why isn't the Sarge or no, why isn't the lieutenant Asian? Because it's a shell. That shell is just a machine. Put her soul in, her ghost in. Like, that's the whole fucking point of Ghost in the Shell. Is that you're supposed to be worried about the ghost, not the shell. Honestly, just more people who have no idea what they're talking about. Don't know what's going on. They just see something and go, Ree, I'm triggered. Aha. Found it. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can't get this up for you guys real quick. I know, professional. Didn't have it ready in time. Oh, yeah. That's her mom. That's her. I gave an artificial body to a surgically removed mass tumor, and it became an autonomous existence. I called this Harris kind. Not Asian, because she's not Asian. She was literally the... what'd you call it? Like an aborted fetus of one of the Martians that attacked him and all that. Like, that's... Lita's not Japanese. She's a sentient tumor harvested from a Martian sideshow freak and given a robot body. This is canon. Thank you. I knew... I read that somewhere and saw that. It's like, I had to share with you guys. That's why she's not Asian. Because she's not Asian. Anyways, more for spoilers. There's gonna be a sequel. Ends with her staring up at the Sky City. The bad guy in the Sky City staring down at her. There's gonna be a sequel. That motivation. You know why she wants to go up to the sky world and kill the bad guy? Because the bad guy killed her dick. That's it. It's like, yeah, he's threatening other people being killed because of him, but the only reason I care about is dick. Sad face. Anyways, if you watch the movie, go in knowing that dick. It's all about the dick. In a box. Sometimes not in a box. But yeah, I mean, the visuals, the audio, like, it is a good movie. It's just the motivation for her just pissed me off more than it should. But we'll end it here. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.